Hello, welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome first time. I'm Guitar Reese, or, Reese is actually my name, but Guitar Reese, the guitar ends where Reese begins, sort of thing. So when I'm not holding the guitar, I'm just Reese, is what I'm saying. I'm Guitar Reese when I'm holding the guitar. Um, this video, I'm actually just making because, as you can see, I have my mic stand up and going. I'm hands-free. I can talk directly. And I wanted to sort of tell my story for anybody that's interested. And to see if there's anything you enjoy about it, anything you learn from it, and to give you an idea of where this channel's going in the future, and to talk about the past briefly. So, the first thing I want to say is I've been doing music on YouTube now for like a year and a half, and it's been a really good time. It's funny. I started thinking, I play guitar, I'll make some money off YouTube, and it turns out so I haven't made a single dollar off YouTube, by the way, if anyone's wondering. But it quickly changed. Like, I realized that's not really the point of playing music on YouTube, at least not for me. I've got a job outside of this. I work 9 to 5. I work 6 to 2, if you're interested. But I practice guitar a lot. It's like the other thing I do. So as soon as I started putting songs on, and as soon as I started getting a few views, what became really exciting for me was just sharing music that I wrote, in some cases music cover songs, in some cases memes, but by far the most satisfying has been writing a song, putting it on YouTube, getting a bunch of views, and interacting with you guys, with the commenters, with people who are watching. There are some really cool people that comment on my videos. I enjoy replying a lot and interacting a lot. And if you've been here for a few videos, you know who you are. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And some of the funny things people say. It's a good time. I forgot what I was saying. So what started as trying to make money, it quickly became like, you're getting my songs on YouTube, and some of the songs I put on there have like 4,000 views, which is not like, I'm not like a massive YouTuber, right? But if someone said to me, hey, you can have a concert and 4,000 people will come to watch your songs, that's amazing for me. So a lot of my motivation now has just been really loving that people love my songs. And so that's what I do. So I write songs and I put them on, and I interact with you guys, and it's really cool. All right. So a little bit of history then about me. I've been playing guitar most of my life since I was really young, but really what I'm doing here is during the pandemic. Okay, so before the pandemic, I had always played guitar, and I knew, like, your chords, right, your bar chords. But and the pentatonic box. If you know the pentatonic box, then it's both like the most helpful first thing you learn when you're trying to do a solo, and also the most restrictive boxing stuck-in thing, because you never know how to escape it. And for me, when I learned the pentatonic box, I didn't know like about keys or note names or anything else on the guitar neck. Okay, so important to know. I know chords down here, including a couple of bar chords, and I knew a pentatonic scale right here, and up at the 12th fret. And I didn't even know if they were in the same key. They just sounded like the right note. So when the pandemic hit and everyone was in lockdown, I thought, like, I've always had this dissatisfaction, right? Like, what do people know on guitar that I don't? What is the rest of the neck for? Which might feel like obvious to some people, not me. And all the people that I loved playing guitar, what was it they were doing when they were playing, these big flying high solos, and I'm a real fan of, like, I was when I was younger, Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses, all the classics, Jimi Hendrix, right, Dire Straits, and there's great guitar players, in all those groups, or those people, and so for me, I wanted to learn the mystery. I wanted to know what was going on there. What do they know that I don't know? What is there to know? And so I started learning the steps. I learned scales. I learned chords. That's what it is, by the way. It's all the notes repeating up and down, and so the notes that make up the chords down here make up chords up here, and scale patterns and things. but it's also not that simple. But it kind of is that simple. And so pursuing the mystery of finding out what was on the neck has been like my goal this entire time. And then once I felt like, oh, I know the neck now, I know the chords, I know the scales, I want to start writing songs. I always wanted to write my own songs, but always felt like I couldn't. I didn't know what to do. How do you write a song? Where do you start? You know? Turns out you just kind of do. Some of my earliest uploads that are now private are just the tackiest songs recorded on the crappiest cameras and quality, but I just needed to get something on the internet. I just needed to start doing something. Okay, and then that brings us to the videos on the channel. So here's another transition. Okay, so the videos on my channel. So one of the first things that people tell me is, or they always say to me when they see my channel, people I meet in real life, they're like, what are the weird names on your videos? So if you don't know, the names of my videos, like how to impress a girl with a guitar in 60 seconds, or when an AI-generated YouTuber has a guitar, or whatever. What I was trying to do is use bait names, basically, to get views on YouTube. Well, not to get views so much, because I don't get paid or anything, to get eyes on the songs that I wrote. I wanted to see if I could get the songs in front of people. That's the biggest challenge when you start YouTube, is not even that people are going to like or hate your songs, right? But some of my earliest songs got like 30 views, like a YouTube only presented it to like 30 people. And so you really don't know. It's quite a mystery to work out the whole YouTube thing. Anyway, so they're bait names. So there's like an analytics tool in YouTube when you're a creator, when you're an uploader, and you go in there and you can like type in search words and it can show you how highly they're searched in YouTube, and so you can make funny names, or just like a set of keywords that mean that you turn up in people's searches and then they watch your videos. So that's what the strange names of the songs are. So where to from here? So I'm not stopping. I'm enjoying myself too much with YouTube, so there's definitely going to be more songs in the future. But now that I have this mic stand, and now that I have broken the barrier of talking and broken the barrier of recording and just putting music on YouTube, I no longer care. Nothing can stop me now. So videos you can expect to see from me. I'm thinking of starting putting up lessons. I'm starting putting up lessons on here, but also I'm just going to talk more in depth about some of the topics that make up the mystery of guitar. Some of the things that I didn't know and that I had to figure out in those years since the pandemic. When I started practicing like 4 hours a day, just to learn it, just to know, because I guess I should say that's what's always driven me. Like, I like music, I like the sound, but the mystery is what drives me. The mystery of guitar. How do they do what they do? How can I do what I do? How, and you can too, and anybody actually can. It's well, I'll tell you one thing though, it is sheer memorization. It's repetition and memorization, even of the good stuff. Give you one myth busted for free. These crazy guitarists that are like, oh, I never practice, I just pick up a guitar and it's intuitive, man. It's not. They're lying. They're exaggerating every time. It's like people who pretend not to do steroids in Hollywood, but they're like massive after like a week of training or whatever when they... Anyway, it's hard work. It's difficult, it's memorization, but it's extremely satisfying. It's a good adventure. So, what you can expect in the future from this channel is going to be in-depth talks about music stuff, about guitar stuff, more songs. I'm just going to keep writing songs. That's just what I do. I just love it now. I can't stop. And anything you want to see, tell me in the comments of this. If you've watched this video, if you like listening to me ramble about strange topics, tell me what you want to see from guitar, or if there's any area of guitar that you've been like, that's mysterious to me. I don't know what that is. What is that when someone does it? Whether it's sweep picking, bar chords, even if it's something simple like chord changes, how to make it quick, scale notes, scale patterns, arpeggios. I love arpeggios. There's going to be an entire video about arpeggios. Yeah, let me know. And just a big thank you to everyone who's been watching and commenting and taking the time, and I really love it. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and it's what's keeping this channel going. Yeah. Bye for now. And I hope, and if you're new here and you've watched to this point too, please go ahead and subscribe and like and tell me what you want to see. And I'm into it. I'm into anything guitar related. I hope you can join me on the adventure. Yeah. All right. Bye.